Howdy folks, your right lane cowboy here with some more milepost musings. Had a great time at the house this weekend. Finally got home for 2 days. That's kind of a short stay at the house. I usually take 3 or 4 days. Sometimes in the past I've taken 2 days, but it goes by so stinking quick. You can't get hardly anything done. You know, by the end of the first day you're barely rested up. Second day comes and you're like, oh man, I gotta go to work tomorrow. But whatever. Not complaining. I mean, it is. I chose this profession on purpose, so absolutely not complaining about what I do. I just miss my family. So keep my family. If you're a praying person out there, just keep my family in your prayers for emotional strength and physical strength. And I thank you for that. But anyway, so today what I was thinking about is this weekend in church. We were talking about in Bible study, not the sermon. In Bible study, we were talking about favoritism, and we're in this society. This is a short snippet of the entire realm of the study. But a part of the study was about favoritism and where it applies in our society. Well, the leader of the Bible study asked for some examples of where we see favoritism in our society, and there was some that were legitimate, some that I questioned, but the one example that the leader gave, I fundamentally disagreed with. Didn't make sense to me at all, because, in economics, there's people who get paid for their services rendered, for their quality, for their talents, for their ability to do the job, and some of that pay is contractual. Football players are contracted for 1, 2, 3, 5 years for millions of dollars in the contract. It's agreed upon. Has nothing to do with favoritism. Has to do with the person's ability to play the game. The football player's ability to play the game, and the fact that the contractor, or the contractee, I guess, the team owner recognizes this football player's ability and then pays him accordingly of what he thinks he's worth. Not favoritism, it's contract. Another example was movie stars. Well, if you don't want movie stars to make billions or millions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars, don't go watch the movie. That's capitalism. That's not favoritism, that's capitalism. The only reason football players and movie stars are getting paid millions of dollars is because of capitalism, because people buy their product. The other side of the coin to that example was, teachers and police officers, government officials and government workers and, employees are getting paid exponentially less money than your movie stars and your football players and other people like that. But it's not comparable. It's not favoritism. You got one side that's paid according to capitalism and how much product they sell, and you got the other side paid according to how much taxes the local taxpayers pay. Right? You want teachers and police officers to get a lot of money, to be paid a lot of money? We need to up the taxes, because we need the tax income for the government to have the money to be able to pay those people. It's not favoritism. Favoritism is not the reason they get paid less. And oh, by the way, teachers, there are some teachers, good night, sorry about the shaky road, but New Mexico, right? The teachers in some of the states get paid less than other teachers in other states. And there's teachers in the opposite regions of just one state that get paid way different than other teachers in other regions of the same state. But teachers in general do not get paid a little bit of money. They get a pretty good wage. There are some teachers in this nation that get truck driver wages, and truck drivers don't make, $40,000-$50,000 a year. Well, some truck drivers make $50,000 a year, and by the way, if you're one of those truck drivers, you need to go find another company that pays a little better, because the sacrifice that truck drivers make to haul the load is tremendous. But yeah, they get paid, those teachers, some of those teachers are getting paid $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year. And they get a large vacation. They don't get 2 weeks off every year. They get a very large vacation because class is not in session. So they're not doing classroom duties 365 days a year or 52 weeks a year. Let's say it that way, because everybody gets a day off. So yeah, it's not favoritism. It's all based on a whole different reasoning. And if you got any comments on this, obviously, please go down there in the comment section and let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. Because I think that was an attempt, honestly, I think that was almost an attempt to turn the discussion political in church, and I disagree with that. I don't want politics to be, I would rather not see politics enter into any discussion in a Bible study. Although the Bible does have a lot of politics in it, for God's sakes. That's why Jesus was, nailed to a cross, is over the Roman politics and whatnot. But it was supposed to happen, and I'm thankful that it did happen. So, anyway, that was my thought for the day. Kind of a short video, but let me know what you think. I'm really interested to hear some more insight on this thing called favoritism out there in our society. So, talk at you later. Thanks for watching.